Hi Aries, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 19th through the 25th. This is for Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising signs. So Aries, for this reading I'm using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot along with the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the World. All right, let's see here. So with the World, Aries, the World can represent travel. Some of you could be, definitely maybe traveling this week. And for me, with the World, if it is speaking about travel, can represent long distance travel. So maybe some of you are traveling at a distance. That could be a possibility, but the World for me also represents you completing a chapter of your life. And with the World, it can be a very long chapter. You're successful with completing that chapter, that phase of your life, and now you're able to move on to that next chapter, that next phase. But with the World, for me, it's always a little bit of a process. It's nothing that happens overnight. It's a very blessed energy, but some of you absolutely are in this process right now. You're closing up that old chapter, moving into that next chapter. Let me see here. You do have a 10 here as well in the spread, so 10s for me speak about cycles that are completing. So with the World and, also this 10, definitely confirming that some of you are completing a chapter. And the overall energy is actually the 2 of Pentacles. So balance is definitely very significant for many of you here this week. If you are traveling, maybe you have a lot going on here. So just trying to, keep yourself balanced and stable, trying to handle, everything, maybe all at once or everything, trying to get everything done here this week. The 2 of Pentacles can sometimes speak about you juggling your finances. And then it also can speak about a decision for me as well. 2s can speak about decisions, partnerships. If you, Aries, have to make a decision, this could be you weighing the pros and cons or you trying to make a decision. Sometimes for me with the World, or excuse me, with the 2 of Pentacles, it can be a little bit of an emotional roller coaster. One minute you're feeling one thing, the next minute you're feeling another, or maybe you made a decision and then the next minute you're changing your mind. So really just needing to stay in balance, keeping your thoughts balanced, your emotions balanced. Some of you might have an important decision to make, but really maybe making a decision and sticking to it, that could be, necessary for some of you. And with the Empress, this obviously could definitely be you. For some of you, if you're an Aries woman, the Empress is a beautiful woman, a successful woman, someone who's worked very hard and she has a lot to show for herself. She obviously can also be a mother or a motherly figure. And the Empress represents abundance, overall abundance, but also new beginnings. So with the World and the Empress, some of you are definitely in the process of maybe giving birth to something, starting something new that is going to be incredibly rewarding for you with the Empress. But what's interesting is we have the Empress and then we also have the King of Wands underneath the Empress. So maybe some of you are females. There also could be some male Aries that I'm reading for here. This could be a woman around you who's significant. And maybe, maybe some of you have a lot going on. You could be trying to make time to spend with this woman. If you are an Aries male, this could be a woman that you're involved with. And I say that because we have the 6 of Cups here. So we have the Empress, we have the 6 of Cups. Which, the 6 of Cups can speak about the past. So maybe some of you are reuniting with someone That's definitely a possibility for some of you. Or you even could be waiting. You could be waiting. So maybe some of you are waiting to reunite with someone, because we do have the Four of Pentacles here. And the Four of Pentacles, for me, energetically speaking, it can represent kind of holding out, waiting on someone or waiting on something. Having your mind made up, and it's sitting with the King of Wands here. So having your mind made up, but just waiting. And with the Six of Cups here, if it's not like waiting to reunite or waiting to reconcile with someone, you know, maybe some of you met someone new. We just had Valentine's Day pass, so maybe some of you met someone around that time. With the Six of Cups, it can speak about that, you know, that amazing connection. It is one of my soulmate cards, but it can speak about that, you know, amazing connection when you meet someone, maybe feeling just extremely comfortable with them. You might have felt like you've known them, you know, even in a past life, or maybe known them for many, many years, just extremely comfortable around them. You can be yourself around them. Also, maybe you have a lot of fun with this person. So some of you, this is definitely maybe a relationship matter that's significant here. Maybe you're waiting to take things to the next level, or maybe waiting to spend more time with this person. You know, with the Two of Pentacles as the overall energy, you could be an Aries that maybe you just have a lot going on this week, and so you're trying to maybe make time for this person, or this person is maybe trying to make time for you. And then for other Aries, you know, this could definitely be something new, something that you're maybe waiting on beginning or waiting to manifest here. We also have the Eight of Cups here, which is quite interesting. Eight of Cups speaks about forward movement, or at least emotionally moving forward, emotionally gearing up, preparing yourself to move on. And it's sitting with the Ten of Swords. So very interesting combination. So you know, for those of you that maybe did meet someone new, maybe you just went through a breakup, or you know, you could have just went through a difficult period. But with the World and the Ten of Swords, this is completing. So with the Ten of Swords, for me, the worst is behind you. This is a difficult cycle, a difficult period that is completing. And with the Eight of Cups here, this is you moving on from this. Moving on from this, at least emotionally moving on. With the World as well, it can speak about physical travel. So maybe some of you are going to be moving house if a relationship just ended. With the Hierophant, you know, it can be a marriage. Can definitely be a marriage that has ended or is in the process of ending. And if not a marriage, with the Hierophant, it speaks about traditional relationships, maybe a relationship that you were in for many years. And then what's interesting is we have this Queen of Cups here. So maybe a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces person is significant. So maybe some of you were involved with a water sign person. Maybe some of you just went through a difficult time with a water sign person. For some of you, this could be your energy, especially if you're an Aries female. Maybe you have water in your chart, but, you know, this Empress and this Queen of Cups and the Hierophant, you know, because I see you moving forward and I see you leaving a difficult situation behind, I think that some of you are getting things in order. I think that that's what this week is about. You know, if you're an Aries that just went through a breakup, or you went through a difficult period, no matter what it is, you know, you could be a little bit emotional. But with that being said, you know, listen to your intuition. But I think that this week is all about you getting back into balance, figuring things out with the Hierophant energy, getting more organized here, and literally looking to the future, planning out, you know, what's next for you. So you could be dealing with a stubborn person. That's possible. Yes, they could be another fire sign. If this is you needing to just be more open, I see the Queen of Cups as someone who's very open. But with this combination of the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands, you know, he might not be the most flexible person here this week. So it's just going to be different for all of you. But I think that for those of you that just went through a difficult time, it's all about getting organized, getting things kind of in order here, because you're moving on. You're going to be starting something new here. And so I definitely don't see it as being a negative week by any means. It's definitely a week where I think that, you know, you're getting a lot done here. Yeah, and then for some of you, maybe you have some stuff going on the love front. You might have a new relationship that's going to be starting. And then for other Aries, you know, maybe you're just going to be receiving some closure from some past, you know, matters. But let me pull you an additional guidance card. Additional guidance for Aries. What else does Aries need to know? Here we go. Divine timing. All right, so some of you are dealing with some divine timing. So with divine timing, obviously patience is required, but with the world, you know that, you know, a chapter of your life, a phase of your life has come full circle. You've completed it. You're moving on to that next chapter. So, you know, during this time, just really listen to your intuition, look for those signs, those signals from the universe, those little synchronicities that you're making the right choices, you're going in the right direction, and just also be patient with divine timing. Patience is always needed. And also flexibility, because, you know, when things are divinely orchestrated, the more we try to control things or want things to happen in a particular way, the more, you know, we kind of can block ourselves, or the energy feels stagnant. So, you know, some of you might need to be a little bit more flexible. And maybe, you know, things are going to be happening differently than you had planned, but still they're happening. So, you know, overall, Aries, I think it's going to be a good week for you. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. If you are interested in receiving a private reading by me, please check out northeasttower.com. I do wish you all a wonderful week.